Fantastic. And we are live and we are going to be doing a deep dive into the ways that crypto is apparent. So let's go ahead and check out some of the sounds. Perfect. Turn them down a little. Yes. Thank you all for being here. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to talk about some of the benefits of crypto. The benefits of crypto, these are several benefits to owning crypto that we are discussing here. These include tax benefits and diversification, potential for big gains. So if you're interested in investing, consider a crypto IRA. These accounts hold cryptocurrencies, which may help you diversify your portfolio. So keep this in mind as you are looking into your cryptocurrency so you don't have any of these feelings. Oh man, you can actually have some solid investments. So while you're holding crypto IRAs that can be profitable, they require a small custodian. You should also consider the cost of trading in custody, which can be helpful for a substantial chunk of your holdings. So when you're choosing a major custodian, generally do not change trading fees. That could be something that interferes with your dividends. Let's talk about tax implications. Cryptocurrency owners should be aware of tax implications owning cryptocurrency. So what that means is if you're not aware of the laws, that's not a viable excuse to hold up in court, particularly if you are misconduct in the form of tax. So you want to keep in mind that as you are engaging in your cryptocurrency. So some of these activities can be easily accounted for on your tax return, but others can be more complex. As a result, it's vital to know the exact tax rules for these transactions, as well as know how to report your activities in order to avoid paying unnecessary taxes or being subject to other penalties. So keep that in mind. In the United States, owners of crypto must pay taxes on profits they earn. Typically, these profits are taxed at 37%. If they're short-term gains, in contrast, long-term capital gains are taxed at 0 to 20%, depending on the cost basic accounting method used. Keeping track of the cost basis and effective realization price of cryptocurrencies is critical for tax purposes. Having just done my taxes, my personal and business taxes with extension, I can say firsthand how important it is to keep an eye on what you're doing with your cryptocurrency taxes, as you may come into surprises always with taxes that you didn't see coming. So try to be informed on the rules and the laws. Even my CPA had to look into some things that they didn't know about. So that's always important when you're doing taxes. Right. Without an official Form 1099 statement, you may owe tax on crypto assets. In addition, IRS is increasing its surveillance of cryptocurrency exchanges. Surveillance can inhibit the broader use of cryptocurrencies. While there are many ways to calculate capital gains, the most common and straightforward method is to use the first in, first out FIFO method. You may have heard of this method if you've ever worked at a McDonald's or an ice cream shop. This is first in, first out. Um, basic idea is when you first put something in before it expires, let's say milk, for example, you take the oldest one because it was the first one in, so it should be the first one out. However, some people choose to use the last in, first out LIFI method, which means the last coin purchased first. This method is more precise and stands up to tax authorities' scrutiny. Let's go over the value. Value of cryptocurrencies varies over time depending on factors like supply and demand of an asset on exchanges and its utility in decentralized applications. For instance, a $100 Amazon gift card has greater utility than a $100 voucher from a local mom and pop store. The former offers more choices, while the latter offers a wide selection of purchases. The value of a cryptocurrency depends on the utility in the market and whether it's popular enough to become a viable investment. So these are things you want to keep in mind. Furthermore, we're going to talk about buying options. So hopefully at this point, I can remind you to like the video. Yes. If you're having a great time with some of this information, if you're driving and listening to it, please try to remember to subscribe. If you're driving, don't hurt yourself. Just go ahead and keep listening. We'll keep supplying content. But along one of these ways, when you're clicking on this or hitting the playlist, make sure that you subscribe into the notification bell. And I encourage you to like the video so that others can get this information out so that it can be helpful for them. Perfect. Let's go ahead and keep talking about buying. If you're interested in buying cryptocurrencies, one of the best ways to buy is through the use of options. Options are contracts which grant the buyer the right to buy or sell an asset at a certain price. They can be placed at any time, typically expire at a specific date. There are many benefits of owning cryptocurrency, so it's important to remember that they are also risk. Investing in cryptocurrencies require a high level of risk and it's not for the faint of heart. It's important to note that the market is still highly volatile, so you should only invest if you're willing to take significant risk. So keep this in mind. Risk is always going to be a part of investment. Some risk is going to be minimal, some are going to be extreme. We're talking about conservative risk like the S&P 500. And anytime you're dealing with crypto, because it's still too early, it's so new, NFTs, non fungible tokens, you're going to be looking at a more extreme risk because we don't have a way to give it a baseline as of yet. For the average investor, exchange traded funds offer an ideal solution. ETFs are like stocks and they give an investor a broad view of the crypto market. However, the SEC has refused to approve the creation of Bitcoin ETFs. However, there are a number of exchange traded funds targeting the entire crypto ecosystem, including companies that develop new uses of blockchain technology. We have some videos on blockchain technology. If you don't understand what blockchain technology, this is the digital ledger that stores the information. So, for example, if someone were to have 5 Bitcoin, the blockchain has that in a ledger where it is known that this person anonymously has their ID that they know and they are known for, and they have their 5 Bitcoin stored. Okay, the downside of buying options for crypto. All right. Now, the price of the underlying asset may decline, which reduces your ability to make a profit. However, this downside does not mean that you should not invest in crypto, as there are ways to minimize the risk. Okay. One of these strategies is buying put options, which allow you to sell and predetermine price if you believe it's going to fail. So managing a portfolio as we go further, this is important as you must be sure you're diversified. You're going to hear this a lot from some of the more signature investors, Warren Buffett, Kevin O'Leary. Diversification of a portfolio is highly recommended. Ideally, you're going to hear some of the more diverse investors talk about 20% of your portfolio in maybe crypto, 20% maybe in real estate, maybe 20% in something conservative like the S&P 500. You're going to see a lot of different options when it comes to diversification, but it is heavily recommended. I do know a lot of investors who are going to put 50 and 50, maybe 50% of their portfolio in real estate, maybe 50% in Tesla, such as Meet Kevin on YouTube. He's very notorious for that. He has had Kevin O'Leary on, who has helped him become more adept to diversifying. So hopefully that has been helpful information for you. Again, if you enjoyed yourself and you found some of this information valuable, please subscribe,
Yes.
like, and leave a comment so we can have more information and get you more up to date information about the cryptocurrency markets. Be well, and we will see you very soon.